Good evening, students. Today we will start our third chapter, that is named as the King. In last period we have completed its reading. Now I am going to explain that chapter for you. Students, you know that all are enjoying the stories and the poems of the kings and queens. Whatever good deeds are done by them, we are listening or we are reading, and by that we are feeling happy or exciting. Same way, one of the childs like you, whenever he was reading his book, he also read one poem that is named as The King. He read a tale, a story. Tale means T-A-L-E, tale means story. So afterwards he became excited, and wherever he was going, whatever he was doing, in his mind only one thing was there about the king, whatever he read in that storybook. And he was thinking that in reality that type of king were living or not, or are there or not. Even peoples are always we can just listening by that minstrels, wandering minstrels, those who are living wandering from one place to another. Wandering means moving, and whenever they are singing the odes and songs, by which we are understanding the way of the king, how they were ruling on their people. So in that poem also we are going to study about such type of king. What is that? One day, whenever the child was reading a tale, then he thought that may be true, that type of king should live in the world. Wherever he was thinking about that king, whenever he walking, at the time of playing, at the time of sitting, at the time of eating. So that poem was like that. In the old times there was a king who kept his golden crown aside, and he changed his costume. He turned into a sadhu's robe in saffron, who means saffron colored clothes, and he started to walk in the city. He started to meet the people of his kingdom, of his empire. He wanted to see that the peoples are poor or rich, happy or sad, what type of demand they are doing, or what is their necessity. He wanted to learn or understand. So he wandered all the city through or robbed in merchants' attire. Then he saw that at the place of merchants' attire there was some people. Some are buying, some are selling, some are cheated by, some are made fool by others. Even some were using other people as per their tools, as per their materials. And he heard also the pleading cry that rose, means he heard the crying of the slaves. They were begging to the soldiers, those or the owners, those who just captured their woes, and they were captured by the chains. They wanted to become free, but they could not because they were the slaves. Even at another side, he saw one mother was caring about his child. She was giving her lifeblood that her child might live, means she was doing hard work for his child. Another side also he saw a beggar who was begging for his friend who was in need. He saw or he realized that those who did not have anything, after that they could conquer all of just because of their lovely nature, true behavior. And after that whatever he observed, that he realized what type of ruling he should do in his kingdom for his people. Then whenever he was passing through the street and mart, he felt the city is throbbing hard. Whenever he was moving, then he closely or nearly realized that what was the situation of the city. Then he realized that what type of rule, what type of regulation would be there for the sake of his people. Then whenever he reached towards his palace, then from that time he started to rule with the knowledge, with the greater thinking, and with the keen observation. Means he started to do clearly observation. He used mild justice, and even those who were doing bad things or crimes, they should be afraid of the king. That type of rule he decided to do. Students, as per that tale we read, even we and you can just see that what made a wonder world. Even that child also thought by reading that poem that wonderland, that magical world will be there for the sake of that child, because maybe he observed some negativity in the society. Then he was also seeking means he also wanted the true things in the ruling system or in the towards his surrounding. For now I feel at work or play, a king may meet me any day. That child is thinking that if there will be any king like that specific king, then definitely one day that specific king will meet that child and he easily can solve the problems of that child. That poem is written by Mary Dobson. In that way we can understand that kings can take proper judgment for his civilians. Students, here we have completed that poem. Even our question answers are over. Then in next period we are going to start that new story, that is the Glass Princess. But before that you have to read that story at first.